Siyempre, kay point number 1, manggagaling x sub 1, y sub 1, and then kay point number 2, manggagaling x sub 2, y sub 2. So, substituting these variables or these quantities sa ating formula, so our distance will be the x sub 2 is negative 2 minus the x sub 1, 4 raised to 2, plus our y sub 2, which is 5, minus our y sub 1, negative 3 squared. So this will be square root of negative 2 minus 4 square plus 5 minus negative 3 square. So the answer is 9 units, and that is letter A. So pwede pa tayong gumamit ng another solution in finding the distance between 2 points. And that is using complex mode sa ating calculator, or yung mode number 2. So kung meron tayong point number 1, so merong coordinates x sub 1 and y sub 1, and the other point number 2, x sub 2, y sub 2. So i-convert muna natin yan, or i-write muna natin yan into rectangular form. So x sub 1, y sub 1 will become x sub 1 plus the j of y sub 1. So plus j y sub 1, and the second point will be x sub 2 plus the j of y sub 2. So solving for the distance, that will be the absolute value of the first point in rectangular form, x sub 1 plus j y sub 1, minus the second point, x sub 2 plus j y sub 2. So absolute value. So sa ating given, the given points are 4 and negative 3. So kung i-rewrite natin yan into rectangular form, yung 4 negative 3 will become 4 negative j3. And then the other point naman, so ito yung magiging given natin. And then yung other point given natin, which is negative 2, 5, magiging negative 2 plus j5 sa ating rectangular form. So solving for the distance, that will be the absolute value of 4 minus j3 minus the quantity negative 2 plus j5. So dapat 10 din ang distance between, kapag ganyan ang solution natin. So yung calculation natin ay dapat complex mode, mode number 2, and then absolute value of the quantity 4 minus 3i minus negative 2 plus 5i, and that is 10. So parehas natin. Okay? Let us now proceed to problem number 2. If the point 3y is equidistant from 5, negative 2, and 1, negative 1, 4, find the value of y. So ano-ano ba ang mga involved dito? Sa ating number 2, there are 3 points involved. So let us denote point number 1 as yung 3y na coordinates dahil siya yung unang binanggit. Yung point number 2 naman is 5, negative 2, and then the point number 3 is negative 1. And sabi dito, yung 3y, which is the point number 1, equidistant daw yan from 5, negative 2, which is the point number 2, and P3, which is negative 1 and 4. So, paano natin i-analyze itong problem ito? Siguro para maging mas maintindihan natin, let us first plot the points number 2 and 3 dahil kompleto yung coordinates nila. So, yung unang point, yung pangalawang point, si point number 2, ang coordinates niya is 5 and negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units para sa x-axis, and then 2 units naman pababa para sa ating y-coordinate. So this is the point number 2, 5, negative 2. And our point number 1 negative 1 ang x-coordinate, and then positive 4 naman ang y-coordinate. So ito naman, so positive 4. So this is negative 1 and positive 4 para sa ating point number 3. So para sa ating point number 1, ipa-plot natin siya. Alam natin that the x value is nandito sa 3. Nandito siya sa part na to. Nandito siya sa line na to wherein the x-coordinate is always 3. So hindi pa natin alam kung ano y value niya or kung ano yung y-coordinate. So maaaring nandito, nandiyan, nandito, o nandiyan. So basta sure tayo that the x-coordinate is 3. Pero kung i-assume natin ang ating point, sinabi kasi diyan that the point 3 and y must be equidistant from the given 2 points. So kung anong distant ang masusukat natin from point number 3 papunta dito kay 3y, dapat parehas din naman yung distant na masusukat natin from yung distance na masusukat natin from point number 2 papunta ulit kay 3y kasi ganoon sabi. So makukuha na natin dyan yung value ng y. So diba dito, inassume natin sa drawing na nandito si unknown point. So yung 3 and 1. So dahil meron tayong equation that the distance number 1 is equal to the distance number 2. So yung dalawang distances na to ay binubuo ng tig-dalawang points, di ba? The distance number 1 is the distance between the point number 3 and the point number 1. So ito yun. The point number 1 is si 3y and the point number 3 is negative 1 and 4. Samantalang ang distance number 2 naman ay naman yung distance na masusukat natin from the point number 2, ito, papunta din kay point number 1. So let us now rewrite our distance formula. So para kay distance number 1, so that will be yung difference ng dalawang x. So sabihin na lang natin na x sub 2 or x sub 3, di ba? X sub 3 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 3 minus y sub 1 square. So bakit y sub 3 ang ginamit natin tsaka y sub 1? Kasi yung dalawang points na involved dito is yung point number 3 and yung point number 1. So di ba sa distance formula, mina-minus or kinukuha lang naman natin yung difference ng x and y. So para naman kay distance number 2, so ang involved na points naman diyan ay yung points number 2 and 1. So sabihin na lang natin na x sub 2 minus x sub 1 square plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 square. So substitute na natin. So dito magka-cancel na yung square root because both of the quantities left and right of the equal sign ay parehas na nasa loob ng square root. So let us substitute the x sub 3, that is yung x ng ating point number 3, negative 1, minus x sub 1, which is 3. Ayan yung x na nasa point 1 natin, square. And then, plus yung y sub 3, nasa point 3 natin, yung y na is 4, minus y sub 1, which is the unknown y square. So equals x sub 2. So, dito naman tayo kay point number 2. Yung x niya is 5. Minus yung x sub 1 ulit. Yung x ng ating point number 1, which is 3 square. Plus y sub 2. Sa point number 2 natin, the y is negative 2. Minus yung y sub 1, which is also the unknown variable y, 3 square. So, siguro dito, let us try using shift solve sa ating calculator. So, dapat pag nag-shift solve, nasa mode number 1 tayo. So, negative 1 minus 3 square plus 4 minus y. So, x na lang gamitin natin na unknown dito. Equals 5 minus 3 square plus negative 2 minus y squared. Shift solve, sabi nga natin, di ba kapag ang unknown na shift solve natin ay nasa choices, so pili lang muna tayo ng isa sa mga choices. So, halimbawa, letter C, so bago natin i-input muna natin 3 or 2. So para malapit sa choices, yung ilalabas niya. So the value of y is 2. And that is letter B. Number 3. The line segment connecting the points x6 and 9y is bisected by the point 7, 3. So find the values of x and y. So once na may nakikita tayong word na bisected, so ibig sabihin yan, bisected. Ibig sabihin yan, hinati to two equal parts. So divided into two equal parts. So, syempre kung meron tayong line segment na hinati into two equal parts, so kung sino yung point na nag-ate, siya yung ating midpoint. Kaya meron tayong midpoint na involved dito sa ating part. The line segment x and y that are nag-ate sa line segment na yun is the point 7,3. Meaning, the point 7,3 is the midpoint. Wherein, yung 7, siya yung x sub m natin, and yung 3 naman, siya naman yung y sub m. So, yung sub m, meaning midpoint. So, meron tayong formula. X sub m is simply the sum of the two endpoints or the two x coordinates of the endpoints x sub 1 plus x sub 2 divided by 2. Samantalang yung y sub m naman is the sum of the two y coordinates, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 divided by 2. Substitute na lang natin. Siguro, let us denote point number 1 as x negative 6 dahil sa yung unang binanggit. And the point number 2 naman ay 9 and y. Substitute lang natin. The x sub m is 7. Our x sub 1 is the unknown x. And the x sub 2, yung x ng point 2 natin is 9 divided by 2. And para naman dito sa y variable natin, yung y sub m is 3. Ayan yung y ng ating midpoint. Y sub 1, ayan yung y ng ating point 1 which is 6. And the y of our point 2 is the variable y divided by 2. So solving for x, this is 2 times 7, 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. And the value of y is 2 times 3, 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So therefore, the answer is 5 and 0. Hindi siya point. Kinuha lang natin yung values ni x and y. 5 and 0. 5 and 0. Letter B. Number 4. Determine the coordinates of the point which is 3/5 of the way from 2, negative 5 and or to the point in negative 3 and 5. I-plot muna natin yung dalawang points. So, ito ang ating x-axis. And this is the y-axis. The first point is 2, negative 5. So, 1, 2, and then baba ng 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and then isa naman is negative 3, paakyat, negative 3 pakaliwa, 1, 2, 3, and then yung 5 naman is pataas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, negative 3 and 5. Determine the coordinates of the point which is 3/5 of the way from 2, negative 5. So, meron tayong weight, di ba? Kung i-connect natin ang ating line, sabi diyan, the line is traveling from the point 2, negative 5, papunta kay negative 3, 5. So, maganda daw. Kaya assume na lang natin perfect ang line. And meron daw point yan sa pagitan ng dalawang points na to, sa pagitan ng dalawang endpoints. And yung point na yun is 3/5 of the way ng ating line segment. So kung hahatiin natin sa 5 ang ating line segment, let's say na una, pangalawa, pangatlong hati, ganito. So meron tayong 5 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yung daw point na naghahati is 3/5 of the way from this starting point. Diba? Ang starting point natin is 2 and negative 5, 2, 3. So, nandito ang ating point of division. Sabihin natin point of division C. Ano daw itong coordinates ng point na to? So, ang gagamitin nating formula, point of division, as denote the point of division as point C. So, the point C is equal to the point A plus M times the quantity B times A. So, sa ating formula, yung variables A, B, and C, ayan ay mga points in rectangular form. Diba kanina in-introduce na natin yung mga points into rectangular form. Lalagyan lang natin yung J, yung ating Y coordinate. So, ano naman si A and B? Since alam na natin si C is the point of division, si A must be the starting point. And si B naman, dapat siya yung terminal point. Siya yung kaduluduluhan or siya yung nakabilang dulo ng ating line segment. Kaya kung papangalanan natin yung dalawang points na given sa ating problem number 4, si 2 and negative 5 yung letter A natin dahil siya ang starting point, and si negative 3, 5 naman yung letter B dahil siya ang terminal point. So our A in rectangular form will be 2 minus J5, and then yung B naman natin is negative 3 plus J5. So how about the M? The M is always the distance from point A to C divided by the distance from point A to B. Kumbaga, kung ilang hati yung napunta kay A to C at saka kay A to B. So, ilista natin yung given na gagawin natin. Alam na natin that the point A is negative 2 J5, and then the B is negative 3 plus J5. How about the M? So, tingnan natin yung pagkakahati-hati. Ganun yung gagawin natin. So, from A to C, there are 3 divisions. And from A to B, there are 5 divisions. So, therefore, 3 over 5 yung ating M. And then siguro, para mas mabilis tayo, let us store this to A. And then, store to B. Para ang gagawin na lang natin sa ating solution sa calculator is the alpha A. So, alpha A plus yung M natin na 3 over 5 times the quantity alpha B minus. So, gawin natin siya. Sa calculator in complex mode, so mode number 2, complex mode. 2 minus 5i will be stored to variable A, and then negative 3 plus 5i will be stored to variable B. And then gawin na natin yung ating solution, alpha A plus the M, which is 3 over 5 divided by alpha B minus alpha A. So our answer will be the point C in rectangular form. So the point C is negative 1 plus J. So kung i-convert yung negative 1 yung x, and then yung J natin is the y coordinate, that is positive 1. So the answer is negative 1 and 1. Letter A. So ano yung mga main points na dapat natin tandaan kung problem ay point of division? So unang-una yung formula na C is equal to A plus M B minus A, wherein the A is the starting point, B is the terminal point, C is the point of division, and yung M is always the division A to C divided by A to B. A to B. So, tingnan natin yung number 5. Determine the point of division of the line segment from A, 5, 6 to negative 3, negative 2 that divides this line segment starting from A into two parts in the ratio 1:3. So, i-graph natin so para maging maayos ang ating solution. I-graph natin yung mga given points. So, the starting point A is 5, yung x coordinate for 5, and then let us assume na dito yung 6 ng y coordinate. So, this will be our point A, 5, 6, and then the second point, negative 3 ang x, and then negative 2 ang y. So, this will be our point B, yung pangalawang point, negative 3 and negative 2. So, ito ang ating line segment kung saan merong point of division sa pagitan nila. And ang ginawa daw ng point na yon, yung dalawang parts ng ating line ay nagkaroon ng ratio na 1:3. So, starting from A, merong the one part, ito, papunta sa point of division C. Meron tayong one part dito. And yung another ratio, yung pangalawang ratio is 3 na. 1:3. So, yung pangalawang part ay meron ng tatlong hati. Kaya ang line segment natin ay mayroong 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions. Na kung saan unang part ng ating line segment ay nagmamay-ari ng 1 part. And then the second division ng ating line segment ay nagmamay-ari ng 3 parts. So ito yun. So isa-isahin natin. We are looking for the value of C, the point of division. Our A will be 5 plus J6 in rectangular form. Our B will be negative 3 minus J. And yung M nga, as we all know that ayan ay AC papunta over A papunta kay B. So ang ating AC ay mayroong 1 part. Samantalang yung A papunta kay B, there are total of 4 parts. So therefore, our n is 1/4. So solving for C, so that will be our alpha A plus yung M natin na 1/4 times the quantity alpha B minus alpha A. So store muna natin yung 2 points A and B. So if 5 plus 6i, so that will be stored into A. And then negative 3 minus 2i, ayan naman ay mai-store kay B. So our point C will be alpha A plus the M, which is 1/4, multiplied to alpha B minus alpha A. The answer is 3 plus 4i. 3 plus J4. So converting this one or rewriting this one into coordinates form, that will be 3 and positive 4. So letter D. Number 6. The segment from negative 1, 4 to 2, negative 2 is extended 3 times its own length. Find the terminal point. So, pinapahanap sa atin is the terminal point and that is the point B. So, meaning, isa dito, si point A, and isa naman dito is the point of division points. The first point, sabihin na lang natin na ganito. This is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. The point A, the segment from the point A is negative x and then positive 4 ang y. Ito yon, negative 1 and positive 4. And then the second point, positive 2 ang x, negative 2 ang y. So ito naman, 2 and negative 2. So di ba meron tayong mami-measure dito na yan, meron tayong line segment yan. Line segment is extended 3 times its own length. So i-extend daw natin ng 3 beses. So, di ba pag in-extend natin ng beses, sabihin, let us assume na ganito kahaba. Assume natin na equal na first, second, third. So ito na yung pangatlo. So what is this terminal point? And that is our point. Siya na yung magiging endpoint ng ating buong line segment. So meaning this point 2 and negative 2. So that will be our point of division letter C. So bali ang ating line segment ay mayroong first, second, third, fourth, and that is a total of 4 divisions na kung saan naman ang ating A to C ay mayroong 1 part and then yung A to B naman ay mayroong total of 4 parts. So if we are going to solve for the terminal point B, kailangan ay usin muna natin yung formula natin kasi hindi tayo pwede mag-shift solve sa ating complex mode. So our formula para sa point of division is C is equal to A, tama ba? Plus M times the quantity P minus A. So ayusin natin ang equation na to, yung formula na to na kung saan i-isolate natin si unknown point B. So una, syempre, ilipat natin si point A and that will be equal to M B minus A. Dividing both sides by M, that will be C over A over M and that is equal to B minus A. So finally, solving for the point B, ilipat natin si point A. So C over A over M plus A. So ilipat natin itong A na to. So our point A will be negative 1 plus J4. So from these coordinates. And our point C will be ito naman 2 minus J2. And what is M? That is A over C over AC over AB. So from A to C, there is 1 part. And from A to B, there are a total of 4 parts. So solving for B, that will be the alpha C minus alpha A divided by 1 over 4 para sa ating M plus the alpha A. Negative 1 plus 4i, store natin kay A. And then 2 minus 2i, store natin kay C. So, gayahin na natin yung formula. Alpha C minus alpha A divided by 1 over 4 plus the alpha A. Ang binigay dito is 11 minus 20i. So, 11 minus J, 20, and in coordinate form, that will be 11 negative 20, which is letter D.